Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just say and I say watch man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war cry. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and cry. And do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. we love Jah. We love Jah, Jah, Jah Rastafari. We love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Preserve our people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just a time and I ask to watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime, fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. We love all, and we love Jah. Me love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight, and then DJ Twink.
So we knew they were going to lie. And they expected us to fling all of our stones at the same time. But we have new development on the Toronto University hoist this morning. We're also going to introduce a new sister to the camp this morning. We're going to introduce Miss Marge, but her alias is Fishmale. So whichever one, Miss Marge, Fishmale, same person. But we're back to Gina Henkels this morning. Histrionic Gina. I knew you would lie last night. So what if you are on the list? So what if you are on the list? Prove to us that you were invited. And I am categorically stating, as we clarified last night, the University of Toronto did not invite you to give a lecture. We clarified that you come out, come admit now, say you're the panel and do blah, 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 blah. Morning, everybody. Keeping up appearance this morning. When I call Fishmale, I go address Fishmale this morning. I go address Miss Marge this morning. So I call Miss Marge. I know Miss Marge there, you know, because Miss Marge, you come in and I comment with you, and I rebuke you nicely, and I say you push a certain agenda. So I go address you this morning, Miss Marge. All right? So I call Miss Marge through it. To my community of part and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us. We are going to continue to expose Andre lies and scandals. He will not get away with them in front of my face, especially when he's using it to put other people down. It is wrong. And I'm going to continue to call it out. You're going to wish that you've never started this. Because you well know, Andre, that I'm full of weapons and ammunition. You know that I have access to call yesterday the organizers of the event. You know that, don't you? So you must know what is coming next. After we clarify, say, this not nothing to do with Toronto University. The way you misrepresent Toronto University, like them say something boy and them recognize and them invite you. We clarified last night that is not so. even though Fishmail think otherwise, because your name is on the list for the this morning 8:45 to 10:15 session. That's what we're going to deal with this morning. Honor the Globalist, Debbie Jarvis TV. Good morning, good morning. Karen Nemard, Marcia Thomas, good morning. Laverne, Cousin Kachiwagwan, Empress Deb, good morning, Marcia Thomas, Michael Nepper, Colin, Suzette Williams, Bros, Acha, God bless, good morning, Miss Jim Uptown, Vitality and Promotion, not promotion, Vitality and Motion, rather, good morning. Leonid Denton, good morning, Violet Watson, good morning. The Unstoppable One, Abina Sarkodi. Good morning. No. Then come and them fling them stone, rebel with a cause yesterday. Let me address Miss Marge first. I mean, already if you go hump on you yet, Miss Marge. May I go at your credibility and your integrity this morning. Miss Marge. Because Miss Marge, me can go dilly ham, pan you. Because what uno don't know, me know everything we are going in on camp. Uno, I don't think uno must, Andre must have wondered if me have Duppy around him. Or the Duppy when set for me, I walk and can't news to me about him. But him realize him can't get out of me eyes, especially when him tell the wicked lie them. Now, Miss Marge, you have two very important offices, jobs in our country. One, you are a public office holder, Miss Marge, are you not? You are one of the youngest justice of the peace in our country, one of the youngest magistrates in our country, Miss Marge. You're also a public servant because you're a secretary or administrator at the General Penitentiary. Isn't it, Miss Marge? Now, look at your public credibility and the public office you hold and what you're tying yourself to and your public behavior in relation to you and your camp, that the camp may belong left for anyway. But let's look at your JP work, Miss Marge, Fishmail. Let's look at your JP work, your magistrate. She sits as a petty session judge in our country. She has a judicial function, Joan Bailey, in our country. Am I wrong or right, Miss Marge? You hold a judicial function in our country, one that demands impartiality and unbiased behavior, rather, Miss Marge, is it not? So when you know Andre is lying on this issue, and you as a public office holder who have a judicial function in our country, you have a judicial function in our country, Miss Marge, and you are tying yourself to this destructive, with these two important positions that you hold in our country, a public office and a public sector, and you're tying yourself to this. You really want to go down in this? You think I'm spreading narrative? You think I'm lying, Ishmael? You think I'm lying? Lynette Jenkins, how you do? Ransford. Tread carefully. Miss Marge. Tread carefully. You shouldn't want your public offices to be tied to this. Because you know me have a lot for Andre. And you know it could get worse. You know Andre is lying about this particular issue. Play your judicial function in public by being impartial. Play your judicial function, because this behavior you're disposing on air with it, you know, the dead man in the coffin, the behavior you're displaying on screen with it, it doesn't look good for the public functions you hold in our country. Don't draw yourself down. Don't draw yourself down. You see, say Andre going down the hill, Ishmael. Why going down with him? Why are you going down with him? You know Andre's lying about this issue. He first lied to the public by telling us Toronto University invited him as a guest lecturer, which turned out to be a lie. His doing in Canada has nothing at all to do with Toronto University. The issue this morning, though, were you really invited to the event? Were you really invited to the event? Because you know I have contacted the organizers. You have a table at the event as well, haven't you? The Hyacinth Bucket Bouquet, Bucket Bouquet. The question is this morning, because we still can't prove with the invitation that you've been invited in. But I'm asking you this morning, were you invited by the organizers? Because they already pull a wool over with ice at Toronto University invite you, and we now know say no go so. The question now is, were you invited by the organizers? And can you provide proof? Can you provide proof that you were invited by the organizers? And I can tell you, no. I will tell you this morning, no, you weren't. Let me ask you this. How much did you pay to get on the panel? How much did you pay to have your table to sell your merch? If you are such a person of integrity and transparency, answer that and prove to us that you were being invited, because I know otherwise. I know otherwise, that all speakers on that event have to pay to be a speaker on the event. Anyone selling merch at the event pay to have their table there. So how much did you pay to get on the event is my question. Now that I know, say you pay to be on the event, it's not that you were invited. Your friends in Canada, who are a part of one of the community organizations that get invited, who know of this yearly conference, because it's a runoff of the Black History Month. It's a year, I think this is their 13th, something like that. Yeah, 13th. It's the 13th one they're having. Prove, say you don't pay to be on the panel, because what it is, what the conference is about for a lot of these speakers, Why they pay to get on the panel and to have their table to sell their merch product or whatever. The venue is a part of brand self-promotion and brand promotion and awareness and networking and all of that. Nobody not invite him nowhere. He paid to get on the event. Nothing wrong with that. Broaden his horizon. Networking in the area of social justice. Absolutely brilliant. Nothing wrong with that. The issue is though, why you have to lie and pull a wool over the public eye just to boost your status and your image? Why? Isn't that the same thing we drag the politician them over night and day? Isn't it the same thing that would drag the politician them overnight and day? So I challenge Andre this morning, prove me wrong. But when you come back out, come prove me wrong, Andre Stevens, that you did not pay to be on the panel and that you did not pay to have your table set up there. Nobody invited you. It's not because of the work that you do and they recognize you, they invited you. No, it's absolutely not like that. But that is how you spin it off to the Jamaica public. Bringing the University of Toronto name into disrepute by attributing to them their recognition of you. That's breach of moral rights. That is a breach of moral rights. You attributed the university to you wrongly, misleading that the university recognizes you. It's not true. That's a wrong attribution to the university. Some clever intellectual property lawyer could argue a breach of moral rights here. Because you parade it all over the world to everybody. Look at me, this Jamaica blogger. Big Toronto University recognized me and invite me as a guest lecturer. That's misrepresentation. Downright lie. A histrionic deployment. A narcissistic tirade. A devil hellish behavior. You must stop it. Tap it. You can't lie so and don't thief. You can't lie so. As we say Andrew, as we say about Andrew them, you know. You can't lie so. Ask Dr. Campbell. You cannot lie so. Shauna Smith, how you do? And don't thief. And that's why we need accountability for every nickel and dime where you walk and collect in a Melissa. Every nickel and dime. Because you're gloating and bloating on social media. It's not accountability. Because this is where you do most of your lie. This is where you create a narrative them and create an image of yourself that really doesn't exist. Why people are wearing this dark glass and rub marker over the glass lens is beyond me. Why these people are wear dark glass and still use marker and darken up the lens for no see you? Can they see you, you know? They see you, but they act like they don't see you because they shame. 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 All heap of them. They are shame because more and more them say it's all about just an image for you. It's just all personal benefit. Why you think you beg so? Why you think you beg so? Back in them days, people would not tell you, say, if you're a little girl, then would have breed you a long time. Why you think you beg, so? So your thief, you beg and you lie. What a horrible trait for politician. What a horrible trait for politician. Accountability, Andre. Transparency. Stop the whole heap of lie. Stop the building of an image that really doesn't exist. Stop being all over the place like a headless chicken. Jack of all trade and master of zilch. Focus. Pay attention. Pay attention. It is why you're all over the place, because you're not paying attention. You're looking here, looking there, looking here, looking there, looking at what everybody is doing, looking at everybody's success. Pay attention. Pay attention. The lack of attention is bedeviling you for too long. Or are you doing it deliberately to confuse people, to get for thief and lie and beg and get away with it? Which one of them? What kind of he's a professor and one? This is one of the narcissistic and histrionic. When you notice him come out and brand himself as professor, and never even brand himself as doctor or lecturer. Him brand himself as professor. It's just that he has to be at the top of the pecking order at all time. Can you really? In bad mind Auntie Donna, in bad mind Miss Claudette, in bad mind the little youth out of St. Thomas, in just walk on bad mind everybody on the internet. Anything you see anybody are doing, think them a success in just bore in way in. This youth is not known to start things and finish it. Get a grip of yourself. Get a grip of yourself. You're too busy. Focus. Pay attention. That's why you always go forward and backward, because you're not paying attention. The building of the image that you're centered on, you can work your way up if you're strategic. But just want to blow up so. I know, so when something blow up, it checks out till it bust. It blow up, it checks out till it bust. This is your problem. You can't focus. All you care about is making yourself the great I am. And you don't have respect for people. You don't know how to talk to people. You call yourself a boss. You don't know how to manage people. Stop the creating what there isn't. Try to live your life humble and with humility. Because the little buy your way to go the event at Canada. Because the first thing you should have eat, Lord Jesus, in full subtle. You're going to tell people, say university invite you, but then you have to pick up all the expense. What can go so? What can go so? University invite you, but you pick up all the expense. It was a good thing if you want to explore and network. It is a good thing. Why then do you have to use it and put down other Jamaicans? And then your same followers that tell we say the older if you can live good. But then don't see when you separate yourself from the rest of us and put yourself at the when nobody else can fly. They didn't see that, you know. Hmm? They didn't see when he put himself way above everybody. And then on his same people them I tell we say we fi live like one and we fi unite. How Junker and Eagle fi unite, lady? I don't know, say Eagle take up a cow by their foot. Eagle can take up a cow off a dot. Lady, gentlemen. Eagle. Eagle can take way off a dot and fly where would we go drop way in a swamp. But yet still not tell we for unite with a person where say, you are not at my level. You are not up to my standards, said histrionic Gina. You're not all up to my standards. I'm above you all. I'm going somewhere, said histrionic Henkels. You all are way below me. So how we unite with that? Can somebody explain? How we are going to unite with somebody where we and them not upon the same level? How we are going to unite upon somebody with somebody we look down? Because the level he's at, he cannot look at us. He have to look down at us, you see. But on the same one, I tell we say, we fi unite and live good. Where? Which part? Out here, so? I think some of these people need their head checked. Why are you afraid of Andre, so? Why are you afraid of him, so? That on same women, how no deal with no children if no children are face bullying at school, or how no deal with no child if your child are the bully at the school ground. How you deal with those issues? And this is my contention with Miss Marge, as one with a judicial function, who sits in our petty session courts, who sits in our youth courts in our country. How could you tie yourself to this blunder? I mean, like, seriously? You don't see the thinking shit? You don't see the thing is about to explode? Don't you remember the last explosion? This time it will be an explosion. But tread carefully, Ishmael. Tread carefully. You shouldn't want to upset my peace. I mean, like, really not. You really shouldn't want to upset my peace. And I may tell the lie in a public, Ishmael, is Andre. You as a judge, you who have a judicial function in our country, ought to be more professional and impartial, given how public your office is. And let this be your second warning. You see, you might not get a third. You might not get a third. This is the second time I'm warning you. Tread carefully. And you should respect your job and the integrity of the judicial function that comes with your job. Don't get caught in the crossfire, my dear. Don't get caught in the crossfire. You all should know that's a wrecking ball from morning. Everybody at internet should know, say, this is a wrecking ball. Everybody out here knows, say, this is a wrecking ball. You never know the same campaign when Dr. Perry were there. It wasn't anything unfamiliar to him. So careful, young man. Careful. Your day will come. And I keep warning you. I keep warning you. Be careful. Because that snake bites. So is it intent to help him to stand before the mirror or to tear down? Me no know Colleen, but what Ishmael a fan pan live with Andre, him know say a lie, and him shouldn't. One come out here, come go on like say, and me a tell the lie. At the second time now him do it, and me a warn him as one with a judicial function. Remain impartial in this issue, Ishmael. Remain impartial in this issue. Your public function, the public office that you hold in our country demands that. The office you hold, Ishmael, in our country demands impartiality. You see how professional I am? Hmm? Do you see how professional I am? Let this be the second warning. You might not. Before me turning a Donald Trump on you, you might not get a second warning, a third warning. So let this be the second and the last one. You know Angelina and a future. You have a future, on the other hand. You know Andre doesn't have a future. You know Andre don't have no integrity. Why tie yourself to that? Why put so much at risk is my question. Don't you see it's just making shutting eye and see if people not talk ball. Making shutting eye and see if everybody not mistakenly talk ball and think a cost in. Why you tie yourself to the nonsense? You know, say Andre is going down. You know, say Andre is about to be investigated by Mocha. You know, say Andre on his way to prison for misappropriation of charity money. Do you want to? Listen, don't risk. You have too much. You have too much going to tie yourself to this accident. Get out my way. Yeah, man. Don't tie yourself to this accident. You're young and have future. Andre wreck everything that comes around him. Every and anything. Don't let him tarnish you. Alrighty? Investigated for the misappropriation of Melissa, the Hurricane Melissa money when collect under the guise of charity. He's not a registered charity. He needs to show that he's been in compliance with the Charities Act 2013, the Charities Regulation 2022. Him at bookkeeping. Him have a separate account for the money them when collecting a charity and not going in his bank account. And we need the inventory list of all the things that Andre collected, what he delivered, the money he collected, what he buy, what we want. Be Almighty God thing. We want every Almighty God thing from him. So, if he think to say, if he think to say, if in thing to say, don't tie yourself to it. It's accident. Everybody soon say the implosion in a public. Everybody knows them so implode. Everybody know Mocha soon come. Come me tell him if you not answer to the public, you go answer to Mocha about ya. Listen here, don't come over my platform, come call Dana name. Don't come over my platform, come call Dana name. We not leave Dana out of this. And Andre we are deal with. We and Dana they on the same level. Andre say we and him not on the same level. And Andre we are deal with. Don't come over here, come call Dana name. We're talking about Andre thieving. We're talking about Andre scamming. We're talking about Andre fraudulent behavior. We're talking about Andre imposter behavior, his narcissistic, histrionic, tyrannical, devil hellish behavior. That's the subject of discussion this morning, not Auntie Dana. Andre thieving we are talking about. The charity money where Andre collect under the guise of charity. We want to see the accountability. We want the transparency. That's what we demand. And if we not get it, Mocha go help we. If we not get it, Mocha is going to help us to get it because we want it. You understand? We want it. So tell the whole heap of lie for boots your image and for tell the whole heap of lie for your boots your image and take the whole heap of Melissa money, sit down, pan, say buy vote. I make you come out here both span everybody else. Welcome to politics. Me glad for you. Welcome to politics. Me glad for you. Ya go see. Ya go see how medicine tastes. Ya go see how medicine tastes, boy. Ya go see how medicine tastes, boy. So welcome to politics. Christoph and you no get well. Andrew Holness. Not because of no sister. We deal with the devil and the corruption. Well, it look like histrionic Gina want go up against either Juliet Holness or Vaz. Two of the most ruthless in the JLP. Lord God, Mark Golden, Mickey and give him a seat there. Mickey and give him the seat, Mark Golden.
Seen the video already where
because you know how Darrell Vaz stand up with opponents. But then Darrell Vaz saying now run for another election. But then did Everard Warmington not say the same thing and reverse the curse? Don't bother think to say. Because we exposed the Jankro Andrew Holness. You and Christopher Tufton and Kamina Johnson Smith get away. The whole annual labor right. The whole annual labor right. So we can deal with you in a one package. Whether on a vlogger or on a MP or senator or cabinet member. We can fit the whole on in the same package. We can fit the whole on in the same package because the whole on a corrupted thieving labor right. When I stop work and thief from poor people, when I stop stress out poor people, we collect like Andre him, we collect about $20 million in a Melissa fund, and nobody can hear gunfire about it. But whatever it is and wherever you bury it, Mocha come. But please do prove to me, say I not pay your pay, forget on the event at Canada for network and promote your brand. Prove me wrong. Histrionic Gina. Histrionic Gina, prove me wrong.
Seen the video already where people are get turned away from clinics and in Ocherios because there's no Cuban doctors to fill the gap, right? This is why your leader have to stand for something or they're going to fall for anything, right? And this is the thing that when Michael Manley stood up to America decades ago, the Jamaican Labour government working with the CIA for sabotage Jamaica. You have some jump because at some point we are going through a era now where patriotism matter, nationalism matter. And Jamaican, as much as the Andrew Holness government want to paint it like Jamaica people, licky, and we can't deal with a little hardship because we are going to stand up and say, we now go watch we sick and poor and needy can't get access to health care because you see the government, they always going to have access to the best doctors. They might go have access to a case where if they are sick, they will fly to America and get their treatment. If they, this is where a lot of them die in foreign countries. But a lot of Jamaican, the average Jamaican, they cannot afford that luxury. And if you can come to the Jamaica people as the government, the people them elect to lead them and say, look, we are going to have to go through a turbulent time because America is asking for this. And if I give America this, then this is the outcome. If I listen to America, you will go to your doctor, you will go to your local clinic, and you won't be able to see any doctor. You know, act as if Jamaica people licky because labor right licky and labor right now, and be honest with Jamaican, them act as if the only thing Jamaican want is visa and them want access to America. But what you going to tell somebody when them sick and then got a doctor and them lose them loved one because they cannot find a doctor to care for them? These things have real life consequence. This is why I believe the election not supposed to run for 4 years, you know. We want a new and a fresh. We are thinking every 2 years you have an election because if you not serve the people, you see if you serve yourself, you forget put out because you have to put the people first. A wise man said better to live one day as a lion than a lifetime of a sheep a year. And at the present, the people of Jamaica is no more than a lamb to be slaughtered and all hostage by Andrew Holness and Donald Trump. Stand for something and lead the people.
Yeah, just like how Andre Stevens holding platform, people empowering platform hostage, and them have to believe whatever lie him tell them, whatever misery him spoon fed them. Shani, Ishmael have two functions. One is a public sector worker, which he's either secretary or administrator at the General Penitentiary. And then he hold a public office, a justice of the peace, aka petty session a magistrate, a petty session judge. Also deal with licensing, bails, and warrant. Sits in the youth court, sits in the petty session court. You ought to be impartial. You cannot let yourself be seen in that behavior in public. Will those biases be transferred to your public function? It's a question that we must ask. One of our public office holder in our country, no one to do with me now. No one to do. Can't know say me and bomber clot injure. So nothing no one do. One on a whole public office. They can't bite off piece on at any time, hang up over hankra. Careful. I tell you before and I tell you again. Be careful. Oh.
Seen the video already where people are get turned away from clinics and in Ocherios because there's no Cuban doctors to fill the gap, right? This is why your leader have to stand for something or they're going to fall for anything, right? And this is the thing that when Michael Manley stood up to America decades ago, the Jamaican Labour government working with the CIA for sabotage Jamaica. You have some jump because at some point we are going through a era now where patriotism matter, nationalism matter. And Jamaican, as much as the Andrew Holness government want to paint it like Jamaica people licky, and we can't deal with a little hardship because we are going to stand up and say, we now go watch we sick and poor and needy can't get access to health care because you see the government, they always going to have access to the best doctors. They might go have access to a case where if they are sick, they will fly to America and get their treatment. If they, this is where a lot of them die in foreign countries. But a lot of Jamaican, the average Jamaican, they cannot afford that luxury. And if you can come to the Jamaica people as the government, the people them elect to lead them and say, look, we are going to have to go through a turbulent time because America is asking for this. And if I give America this, then this is the outcome. If I listen to America, you will go to your doctor, you will go to your local clinic, and you won't be able to see any doctor. You know, act as if Jamaica people licky because labor right licky and labor right now, and be honest with Jamaican, them act as if the only thing Jamaican want is visa and them want access to America. But what you going to tell somebody when them sick and then got a doctor and them lose them loved one because they cannot find a doctor to care for them? These things have real life consequence. This is why I believe the election not supposed to run for 4 years, you know. We want a new and a fresh. We are thinking every 2 years you have an election, because if you not serve the people, you see, if you serve yourself, you forget put out, because you have to put the people first. A wise man say better to live one day as a lion than a lifetime of a sheep a year. And at the present, the people of Jamaica is no more than a lamb to be slaughtered and all hostage by Andrew Holness and Donald Trump. Stand for something and lead the people.
Yeah, labor right, licky. That's why Andre begs. So when it comes to labor right, then lie, then thief, and then beg. Horrible traits. But globalists, I'm not sure if you will see me this evening because my sister has gone away. For the next 2 weeks, my shows will be zigzaggy, like more than the night shows. The day shows will be fine. The night shows will be zigzaggy because I'm gonna be staying at my sister's house some of the time because she have her students there and she's not around. So I'm going to be looking after my sister's house. But the daytime shows will be fine. The nighttime shows, I'll still have nighttime shows, but sometime, you know, then will be zigzaggy. But I go round about now, come and have some things. They got sorted out. We got a chance last September. Well, Jamaica people choose a thief all over again. Jamaica choose a thief all over again. And to answer OG's question, can Jamaica deal with an embargo? Certainly, we're developing enough to deal with an embargo. Cuba, call it? Trinidad is sending oil to us and we're refining Trinidad oil and selling it back to them. The global south is where the trading block is now. It's not like when it was America alone in the market for us to buy from. Even America, I buy from China now, and given the state of America now, America have very little power, will have very little power left after this war, barring the knives that America always make anyway. So certainly at this point, Jamaica is in a very good place to withstand an embargo from the US, because there's a thriving trading bloc outside of the US that even the US have to tap into. China is the global market. India is up and coming. I mean, this is the best time for us to be disobedient. As to why our leaders are bending over and capitulating is a matter of their visa and their fancy lifestyle in New York, Washington, and Miami. But it is not that we cannot. We are in a very good position. We are in a very good position. Keep it real, morning. We are in the best position to withstand America's sanction. Believe you me, we have never been in. But look at Cuba. Cuba is going through 70 years of it, and they still cannot break Cuba. We are in the best. Ladybug, I didn't see YouTube, them a shadow ban me, and so them stop sending out my notification to an awful lot of people. You just have to remember my timing and come look for me. For me timing them, because YouTube disable my notification. Them, so them shadow ban me when they want with it talk about when they want to talk about certain things, and like how the nasty one them from over Angia report me platform hard, you know. But them know say me unstoppable anyway. But as I was saying to OG, we're in the best position to be disobedient because Trinidad have oil. We're refining the oil that Trinidad has. And China has everything that the world needs. We really don't need um, a deal with America. If America tourists now want to come to Jamaica, the rest of the world always want to come to Jamaica. So for Jamaica to be held hostage by, oh, they are our tourist partner. Brazil and the BRICS country, them have alternative payment system. We are in the best time to be disobedient when it comes to broke, big mouth, run by a mad pedophile. Don't you all see the state of America? Hmm? Haven't you all seen the state of America? America has lost its power in the Middle East, you know. America is done for in West Asia. Hmm? What we must look out for, what we must prepare for, is Africa and the Caribbean will be the next place for them because you know those are the resource rich regions of the world, and now their hands are being yanked off the oil region of of the world. So you know, Peter Wagwan, Delian, you know that now that them hands been yanked completely off West Asia, some people call it Middle East. I prefer to call it Northeast Africa. They are going to come back for those resource-rich countries. So we must prepare for a new front with the dying Western and the not dying, they've already died. The are limping to their grave. I mean, the Western Empire is basically like they're molding them, them living in them grave and mold themselves up. If you just look at the disastrous unfolding in the Middle East, the embarrassment of America, thank God Israel has been destroyed in front of my very eyes. What a joy. Hmm? What a glory that will be when the Iran's bomb will see. Oh, when they drop in pigs lawn and they hit the nuclear. What a glory that I am seeing the decimation of Israel in my lifetime and the fall of that wicked, bastardized America. What a joy in my lifetime. Can you imagine? I wouldn't want ants to really bring such a glorious news to my grave that Israel and America, Pigsrel and the great Satan is really getting a good old decent going over. Isn't that joyful? Anyway, can you go into the studio? Into which studio? What a joy. Anyway, my peeps, may I go run here now because to say I have things to go and sort out now. But thank you all very much for your support. I'm not sure we're gonna come back tonight, but we'll do a morning program tomorrow morning to catch up. And for those of you who are not getting the notification, just remember the time where we come on. Debbie put the Jamaica time on the put the Eastern time for me at 11 p.m. For the nightly show is 11 p.m. UK time, and the morning show is 12 midday. It's what 6-7 your time. That is what is shocking, Shani Love. And I don't know why him putting all such importance at risk. But him can't say me never want him. Him can't say me never want him. Anyway, me I go run go the road here now. Oh, you mean in the studio for record? Lord God. No, sir. Me glad at the whooping when Netanyahu. I get I couldn't tell when last I see the junker in a public. The next thing I want to see of Netanyahu is his coffin. The next thing I want to see of Netanyahu is the amount of baby you kill, Jankro. Jankro, the amount of baby you kill? No, man. Thank God that Iran prepared themselves for the deluge and danger. Thank God Iran prepare himself. And Iran hold them free with it because say, them plans say when they're done, a Cuba them a come mash up. Make sure when they're done down the Iran, they don't even have the appetite for belch. Not even belch, they can't belch the gas off of their stomach. Wait, you are current to 4. No, I'm 4 hours ahead. Oh, you kind of gone 1 hour ahead with your car. Yeah, at the end of this month, we are gonna go 1 hour ahead as well. This is England time always confuse me. The generation that man have killed. We can't wait for see Benjamin Netanyahu coffin. Them something they're gonna make we run out pan road and rejoice anytime we get any death confirmation of Netanyahu. It shall be a party you would never want to miss. Like seriously. Anyway, my peeps, thank you for being here this morning. And tell Andre, say, prove me wrong that he didn't pay to get on the panel that he's speaking on this morning. And that he didn't pay to have his table set up to sell his merch. He was not invited by Toronto University. And certainly, he was not invited by the event organizers. You should ask this question, though. Is this some of the Melissa money you run out? Did Melissa pick up the bill? Is my question. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon walls. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, listen Rastafari. War and cry and do the righteousness. And we love and we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. Rastafari. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I should never hold thy peace while we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare righteousness, and we love Jah. And we love Jah Jah. And we love Jah Jah. Rastafari, we love all. And we love Jah Jah Jah. Me love Jah Jah. Me love Jah Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.